30 Days with Jesus series. Today we're on day 7. This is a long one, so let's just dig in, all right? We're going to be in the book of Matthew. We're going to start out chapter 5, verse 1. It's called the Sermon on the Mount and the Beatitudes. This might be a day 7a and day 7b because it's like 3 chapters long. So let's just dig in and see what's going on here, all right? 30 Days with Jesus. So let me do a recap here. So last week we did what was when we started? Day 1. We started with what's here? Jesus is coming, his prediction of his coming, his prophecy of his birth. So we started with that. And then day 2 was Jesus was born. Day 3, Jesus is baptized by John the Baptist. Day 4, Jesus begins his public ministry. Day 5, we did Jesus calls his disciples. And day 6, Jesus talks to a Pharisee and a Samaritan. So today we're going to do Jesus delivers the Sermon on the Mount. So you ready? Let's go. So chapter 5, verse 1. And seeing the multitudes, he went up on a mountain, and he was seated. His disciples came to him. Then he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So you can imagine the crowd that's following him at this point and him saying all this. Man, it had to be pretty powerful, huh? I told you during the millennial reign on my island, I'm going to have movie night with my little popcorn and chocolate milkshake fruit. And I'm hoping there's some way that we can see all these like live, like a movie, like a hologram or something. I mean, I can only imagine just being there, being the apostles and walking with him and listening to him teach and watching him heal people. And oh man, I'm telling you, I can't wait. I can't wait for those days to be in the kingdom of heaven with him forever, and to be able to just be with him and be in our glorified, sinless bodies, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm ready. How about you guys? You ready? So, all right. So, verse 11. Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you, and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. Anybody go through that? Anybody, at work, people know you're a Christian? Man, people go crazy when they know you're a Christian at work. I mean, it's just like, you're not a Jesus. You're not a Christian. I mean, it's ridiculous. So he's saying, you're going to be blessed because of that. In verse 12, it says, Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets and who were before you. So there's a blessing coming for those persecutions. So just remember that. Next time somebody tries to belittle you or control you or put you down because you're, walking the walk and talking the talk and letting people know that there's hope in this world. Just know that, when these people try to get under your skin or, persecute you or whatever, that you're going to be blessed for that. Verse 13, Believers are the salt of light. You are the salt of earth, but if the salt loses its flavor, how shall it be seasoned? It is then good for nothing but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. Man, this verse was like haunting the back of my mind when I was in my backslidden days. Yeah, it's like, oh, don't let this salt go out. So, I don't know, man. These videos, I'm only getting me and one other person, my homie from California, watching them. So, hey, what's up, dude? This is the personal, private Bible study just between me and you. Throwback of the days of the Book of Revelation with Chuck Missler and Firefighters for Christ tapes. Somebody will find these videos one day, and Misfit too. Waiting for you. So hopefully one of these days the Lord will open your heart and your mind and your soul, and He'll lead you to this channel, and He'll use me to help plant seeds with you and let the Holy Spirit come in and indwell you and save you forever so you can live in the kingdom of God with Him. This might be day 7, A, B, and C, the rate we're going. So verse 14, you are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. I think that was old Ronald Reagan's little thing there about America being the city on the hill, the light on the hill. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. So, are you hiding your candle under the what does he say? Under a basket? Or are you letting it shine bright? Huh? You see that? Am I going crazy? Verse 17. Christ fulfills the law. Do not think that I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For assuredly I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle will by no means pass away from the law until all is fulfilled. So everything in this book, every dot will be dotted and every T will be crossed. Then it's all going to be fulfilled. Everything. This was the book of Revelation says the spirit of prophecy is Jesus Christ. So if you got pastors, you're a pastor out there and he's afraid to teach you prophecy or saying it's foolish or whatever, you're gonna watch these videos. You need to dig. I'm telling you, it's cool to watch videos and learn and help grow that faith in your relationship while you're doing something or whatever. But to sit down and read it yourself is it's far better. You're going to gain. The Lord is going to bless you more when you actually sit down with Him and His Word and meditate and read and fellowship and build that relationship just between you and Him, Him, and the Word. And think about that. Think about how blessed we are here in America to be able to sit down, open the Bible, and freely read it without being persecuted, tormented, thrown in jail. I think we just escaped that because I think that was coming. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Verse 19, whoever therefore breaks one of these least of these commandments and teaches men so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say to you, that unless your righteousness exceeds the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. They're probably going like, what? These religious men? There's no way. So then he goes on further in verse 21, talking about the murder, how it begins in your hearts. God's always judging your heart. It's not, it's not necessarily the actions, the things that you have done or doing, but He's judging your heart if it's if it's right or wrong. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not murder, and whoever murders will be in danger of the judgment. But I say to you that whoever is angry with his brother without a cause, shall be in danger to the judgment, or danger of the judgment. And whoever says to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whoever says, you fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Ooh, you ever called somebody a fool? Probably not good. I just noticed that. It says, I say to you that whoever is angry with his brother without cause, because I'll tell you, man, there's some foolios out there. I could whoosh, whoosh. They need some smacking. They need to be put in check, but with cause. So, but basically saying in your heart, if you're angry at somebody, you murder somebody. So therefore, if you bring your gift to the altar and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go your way. First, be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift. So, you need to reconcile that anger that's going on in your heart before you decide to go. He's talking about the give your gift. Is he? don't know if he's talking about the sacrifices for them. Oh, it can't be that because he's come to fulfill that. So I don't know. Agree with your adversary quickly while you are on the way with him, lest your adversary deliver you to the judge hand you over to the officer, and be thrown into prison. Assuredly I say to you, you will by no means get out of there till you have paid the last penny. So yeah, just exactly what it says. Yep, check. Don't be going off on your brother. You might end up in jail. And if you end up in jail, it's on you. You're gonna be there until you pay your last penny, brother. Adultery in the heart, verse 27. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. How many people out there think, oh, I'm a good person. God can't judge good people. I'm not going to go to hell because I'm a good person. Well, if you're angry with your brother, you just committed murder. And if you look at a woman and lust in your heart, you just committed adultery. So have you ever done that? I have. Several times. You couldn't count on my hands, but I'm 6 years old, so yeah. God is judging your heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than for your whole body to be cast into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than for your whole body to be cast into hell. He's not literally saying cut your eyeball out and cut your hand off. So I think he's alluding to back where he just got in saying, if you hate your brother, then you're committing murder. Cut that out. It's like a cancer in you. Cut it out. And if you're lusting in your heart over, some fine woman just walked by, or a man for you women out there, and if it's the other way, you got bigger problems than this. Verse 31. Marriage is a sacred and binding. Furthermore, it has been said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that whoever divorces his wife for any reason except sexual immorality causes her to commit adultery, and whoever marries a woman who is divorced commits adultery. I'm thinking about doing another series, 31 days for 31 days and 30 Proverbs, 31 Proverbs, something. I haven't got the title yet, but I'm telling you, you start reading a proverb every day. Because I used to do that. I used to read a psalm and a proverb and a chapter in the Old Testament, chapter in the New Testament. I'm telling you, man, them Proverbs, man, they be hitting home. In that sanctification process, we're justified because we have faith and we believe in Jesus Christ and the price he paid on the cross, right? But the sanctification process is our walk here on earth and how we're supposed to become more Christ-like. Whew, man, when you start hearing things like that, oh, man, pinch them toes in them shoes, and stuff, it hits home. Nobody, the law was given to let us know that we can't be perfect. And Christ fulfilled that law. So, verse 33, again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform your oaths to the Lord. But I say to you, do not swear at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Nor shall you swear by your head, because you cannot make one hair white or black. But let your yes be yes, and your no, no. For whatever is more than these is from the evil one. So I swear on my doggy's life. You're not supposed to be doing that. Just let your yes be yes and your no be no. And it drives me nuts when people say, well, to tell you the truth. What? I thought you've been telling me the truth from day one, or, from the very beginning. What do you mean to tell me the truth? Don't you tell me the truth like other times? Now I'm looking at the person like, what's truth and what's not truth? Just let your yes be yes and your no be no. Verse 38, go the second mile. You have heard it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you not to resist an evil person. But whoever slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other to him also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take away your tunic, let him have your cloak also. And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him too. Give to him who asks you, and from him who wants to borrow from you, do not turn away. I'm telling you, if you can do this, your level of faith and your level of sanctification, that process is way higher than mine. I'm telling you. I think it's like get these Sunday schools, like, oh, turn your cheek, and I think there's time. And there's other verses that smack them upside the head. Well, maybe not smack them upside the head, but. So, man, I had my dog. I was feeding and giving the snack to one dog, and the other dog came up and the tooth went under this nail and bit the finger right here. Whoo, not good. Verse 43. How far, man? Yeah, this might be a breakdown. Maybe we're gonna have 30 days with Jesus, and it might end up being 33. Let's see. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies. Bless those who curse you. Do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brethren, only what you do more than others, do not even the tax collectors do so? Therefore you shall be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. I'm telling you, man, you can't do these on your own. A testimony of that. You can't do any of these on your own. And if you're coming up short on these, you gotta ask the Lord to help you. And he's the only one who can take this stuff away and give you the strength and the faith and the wisdom and what it takes to do all these things. But yeah. Let's just leave it at that, okay? So there we go. Day 7, 7A. This might not be in more than 30 days with Jesus, because this is a long one. So yeah, let me just go ahead and cut that off there. That'd be day 7A. We'll do day 7B tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.